Evening guys, just a short update here on my trading. So this is a zoomed out view, a 4 hour of the Bitcoin chart, and I just wanted to show you how this channel has been respected. So I think you can pause the screen and draw it in on your own charts and keep watching it. So you'll see there while it was respected there, it broke through, retested, went up, a few retests there, and then it came down. Even on the middle line, the center line is quite important. See how it bounced there, went up. Today it tried to break through, but it's being rejected. I thought when that week went through this afternoon, I thought that was it, we're going through, but that's not to be. And then just this support line here, that's holding quite well. Let me just go out to the daily. Like I said, I think I said on my previous video, I used the magnet tool to get those quite accurate. So it did actually wick through, but on the 4 hour, on the daily, it didn't close below that line, on the 4 hour neither. So that's a really strong resistance line that we're holding above. Then I just wanted to show you the anchored VWAPs. This anchored VWAP is from that low there. You can see it really played quite an important role there until we lost, well, then we broke through the top of the channel, and then the anchored VWAP was lost. There's another anchored VWAP from the top here. You can see how well, let me just hide the other one. See how well that was respected, obviously, until we broke through the top of that channel. And then the last VWAP is from the bottom. Yeah, it's not really came in as support, but it's also it might still count as support. And then this VWAP from way back, it was support there, and we lost it there, and then we broke through, and hopefully it's also support combined with that VWAP. Then just an update on my trade. Remember I told you I lost, well, I missed that entry, and I missed that entry, and I got that entry. I'm still in this trade. So yeah, this afternoon I was sleeping when we had that swing failure pattern. I actually, you can see my alert is on there. I had my alert for the bottom of those single prints, and I really thought we were gonna go, if we clear that high, we're gonna definitely go higher and close that the single prints that we printed there on the way down. But that's quite a rookie mistake. I should look at the reaction. I should have set my alert down here and rather looked for the swing failure pattern, because there's a lot of liquidity there. The people that shorted on the way down, their stop losses are there, and then the market always goes for the liquidity, and then I could have expected that drop down there. So there was quite a good entry, but things moved quite fast there. When I look back, I always look back and see what I would have done, but that would have been my entry there. That was an easier entry. That was things happen very fast there, and I'm not that experienced to make those decisions that quickly. It's normally you can't think about it, you got to react on what you see. You just see, and it looks good or it doesn't look good. I would have probably entered around there, and I would have taken immediate profit there on that. Let me see there, around there I would have taken 15% profit, and then that daily, or the daily open and the VWAP, probably another 15%. That's 30%. Anyway, this was an important level around here, and I would have closed 75% of my trade there. But that on 10x leverage, that's 22% profit. And then I probably would have aimed for this golden pocket here. I don't know if I would have set it that far. I normally set it just before it, but that I would have might have missed that, but that would have been another 10%. Yeah, but the lessons learned, you should trade what's in front of you and not expect a bigger and a bigger move. So yeah, that one was lost. It looks like we stabilized here. I'm still in that trade. I've still got 30% open of that long. Yeah, I think my last take profit, I took 10% profit there. My last 10%, that was my 7th take profit. I took small profits all the way up, and I've still got 30% open of my trade. So obviously I'm hoping to go up, but I've taken, no, like I said, 70% of my profit already. So even if we go down, I'll just go look for another trade. It's been a very profitable setup or trade for me, that. Then I thought I'll just go through some of my altcoins. These were the green flags next to them are where I am in trades. So all of them I'm in spot trades. Just going to show it's a much simpler analysis that I use on the altcoins. The speed fan is quite a important tool to use on higher time frame. You can see the 618 line, how well it was respected there until we went, and now we're running into the 0.75. And then this line comes from January last year, this support line. So just zooming in, you can see how well that line has been respected. So that's a really strong support, and just now 3 days ago we bounced off it again. So that's quite a bullish sign for me. I always look at the pair, so I buy spot in the US dollar against the US dollar graph token, but I always it's important to chart it against BTC, and then you look for your entries on the US dollar chart. So you can see how important that weekly level is as well. From there it was respected, and now again 3 days ago. Luna, just going to run through them quickly. You can see Luna, I mean, it was at all-time highs, and it had a little pullback. It's looking really strong against BTC. You can see it's in the green against BTC, but in the red against the US dollar. Let's just see what it's doing here. Yeah, so I entered my spot trade on that pullback. You can see that's the golden pocket there, but then it rejected on the point of control. I thought it was stronger than what it actually is, so I was slightly underwater here. And now earlier today I was just at break even, but it's more of a longer time frame trade. It's not a leverage trade, so it's like I own the underlying asset. So it's a long-term view or long-term trade, so I'm not too I don't panic about that. And then Algo, which I also think is quite strong against BTC, obviously has dropped today. I'm just going to run through these quite quickly. Algo has dropped against US dollar as well. Basic attention token also looking as it's making higher highs and higher lows. Well, it dropped down a bit, but from here it's made higher lows and higher highs as well. So if we make a higher high there again, that'll be really bullish. So we got to break that golden pocket resistance, the Fibonacci 618. We rejected there, so it's important that resistance coming up against US dollar. It's at support here. We need to get away from here. And then engine. Also this weekly is really strong support, and the Fibonacci, long-term Fibonacci. Link has performed really well this last week. It's just had a bit of a pullback over the last 3 days, but that's really strong against the Bitcoin. Really good performance. Let's just look. I think it rejected off the point of control for 18 months, the last 18 months. So that's quite a long term, a year and a half. You see there's the point of control. That's why it rejected off there. So it's probably a good I pulled the Fibonacci there, so we can expect it to even come down here, but maybe those 2 dailies will give it the needed support. But Link is really quite bullish, so maybe that's a tip for you. Let me just see where we can pull this one from. Yeah, that one needs to be extended to the top. It can still come down to around here, but then we need to go up. Yeah. Right, and Cardano, yeah, I've got I'm quite heavily into, well, Link and Cardano. I've been waiting for them to pop for quite a long time, but it's just not happening. I've got this pitchfork on Cardano, so there it doesn't really respect it there, the top one, but this middle of the channel has been good respect, and the bottom has been quite well. See how well it's respected. Dropped through, went back, so now it's retesting, so hopefully this will hold and reclaim the monthly and then go up from there. Solana is really looking good as well. This point of control of this top region has been, seems like it's holding as support. So that's really bullish. It's always quite risky to buy when there's been a good run on Solana, on a coin like Solana was at all-time highs. So this weekly and range value area low has held here at the bottom, so that's good signs. That's a confluence and that's held up. You can see I had that little sign there because that daily has been really good support there, and then it turned into resistance. So I think that was quite early, so I should probably move that line there. So I think that's something to watch, look out for. If we can reclaim that daily like that, go through it, retest it, then that should be quite a good entry. And then Polkadot, I've actually got a trade, a leverage trade open on Polkadot. If you look on the higher time frame, that Fibonacci 618 has been really well respected, and it's also the bottom of the value area low from January last year, so that's a year. That's that range tool that for a year, for just a year and 1 month. So it looks like that point of control is going to be the area to beat. So also the same, we're going to have to break through that and reclaim it and go up. Just looking a quick look at the US dollar value of Polkadot. I think it'll show my trade here. Yes. So I came close to my first take profit there at 28 yesterday, but then we had this drop today in Bitcoin. So the altcoins normally follow Bitcoin. But it's probably we'll probably make it. So also that point of control was obviously acted as resistance there, but it's confluence with Bitcoin's drop, which brought it down. So anyway, so I've got DOT in a spot trade, and I've got a small amount here on leverage trade as well. Right, that's it. I think I've rambled on for too long. You guys have yourself a good evening. We'll talk soon. Cheers.